I was just seeing how many hops it takes to get from the sofa to the pinboard. I can hop on my left leg. I can hop on my right leg. I can hop sideways, forwards, backwards. Hopping keeps me healthy. It also makes me happy. I'm a healthy, happy hopper. Healthy, happy hopper. Healthy, happy hopper. Hospital. Horse. What else can you see that starts with the same sound? Have you ever looked closely in the mirror? I've got hazily brown eyes, I've got longish brown hair, and a small nose, and people say I've got a happy face. What do you look like?
Elodie's got orange hair and I've got brown hair.
Felix has got curly hair and I've got straight hair.
And she's got long hair and I've got short hair.
Juliana's got brown eyes and I've got dark eyes.
My eyes are brown and hers are blue.
And Juliana's a bit taller than me and we're the same age.
Let's talk about hair. Short hair, long hair, red hair, and blonde hair. Hair that's wavy, hair that's straight, hair that's spiky, hair like your mates, hair with bunches, hair with a part, hair that's messy, hair that's smart. Let's talk about eyes. Eyes that watch, eyes that blink, eyes that hide, eyes that wink, eyes that are blue, eyes that are brown, eyes wide awake, eyes closed down, eyes up, eyes down, eyes to the side, eyes round and round. Let's talk about hands. Big hands, small hands, hands on heads, handstands, hands for painting, hands for banging, hands for swinging, hands for hanging. Now give those hands a wave, right up in the sky. Does that say hello? Or does it mean goodbye? Two handy faces. Two fat gentlemen met in the lane, bowed most politely, bowed once again. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do again? Two thin ladies met in the lane, bowed most politely, bowed once again. How do you do? How do you do? How do you do again? There are lots of different faces in today's story. But Martin. That first morning back at school, Lee's lips turned down. Lloyd's head hung down. Billy's brows drew down. And Angela's tears fell down. But that was before they found Martin. Lee's face was smooth and golden. Lloyd's face was round and brown. Billy's face was square and red. And Angela's face was long and white. But Martin's face was green. Lee's hair was black and silky. Lloyd's hair was black and bouncy. Billy's hair was red and spiky. And Angela's hair was fair and floaty. But Martin's hair wasn't there. He just had these. When they saw him, Lee giggled. Lloyd shouted, "Wow!" Billy whistled. And Angela gasped. But Martin bleeped. Then they began to play. Lee skipped. Lloyd jumped. Billy chased. And Angela cartwheeled. But Martin floated. The bell rang and Lee stood still. Lloyd stopped dead. Billy wobbled and Angela froze. But Martin vanished. When they got to their classroom, Lee, Lloyd, Billy and Angela came through the door. But Martin came through the wall. Now, Lee knew a little, Lloyd knew a lot, Billy knew a bit, and Angela knew most things, so she thought. But Martin knew everything. When they had maths, Lee did takeaways. Lloyd did adds. Billy did matching. And Angela did take away you can'ts. But Martin did the answers in his head. And he showed them what to do. And they all got it right. When they had English, Lee spelt they with an A. Lloyd spelt was with an Oz. Billy got the D the wrong way round. And Angela left N out of went. But Martin spelt people with a P and an E and an O and a P and an L and an E, which is right. And he taught them all how to spell. And they never forgot. When school ended, Lee went home in her mum's new car. Lloyd went home on his battered old bike. Billy went home in the 3:30 bus. And Angela walked home on her own 2 feet. But Martin went home in his saucer. I wonder if Martin ever visited again. I liked his bleepers. Much more fun than hair. Hair. Her hair. Hat. His hat. Hairdryer.
Ooh. Ooh. Mm.
His hair. Her hat. Her hair. Both these words start with the same letter. Watch how Magic Pencil writes it. Top to bottom, up, down and flick. 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 A happy smile. 2 brown eyes. And now the hair. Oh no, that's not my colour. No, that's better. There. Does it look like me? What do you think? Something missing, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Put your finger on your head, on your head. Put your finger on your head, on your head. Put your finger on your head, tell me is it green or red? Put your finger on your head, on your head. What next? Put your finger on your nose, on your nose. Put your finger on your nose, on your nose. Put your finger on your nose, leave it there until it grows. Put your finger on your nose, on your nose. Put your finger on your cheek, on your cheek. Put your finger on your cheek, on your cheek. Put your finger on your cheek, leave it there about a week. Put your finger on your cheek, on your cheek. Hang your picture way up high, way up high. Hang your picture way up high, way up high. Hang your picture way up high, now it's time to say goodbye. Hang your picture way up high, way up high. Bye.
To get an order form for the new